Granita in Italian means grainy. Grainy. And I know you've probably had something like this. Usually we call these things a slush, you know, a fruit slush. And a granita is usually made with some type of citrus. And today we are using oranges. And you need to take the peel off these oranges. You need 4 or 5 of them. I guess I'll never play basketball. I can't even hit the basket today. But anyway, you want to peel the orange with a vegetable peeler. I'm missing that bowl, aren't I? But I think you get the idea. Get the peel in there. I could have used a bigger bowl, I suppose. And then once you do that, you also want a lemon. So you get the lemon. Try to not take that white stuff, which is the pith. So once you have that, you set this aside because you're going to do something with that. So you just set that aside. And now what we need to do is juice the orange. So let me get out a cutting board. So you want to juice the orange and you want to juice the lemons. I need another knife here. So you cut up the oranges. You got 6 oranges, 6 medium oranges. You need about 2.5 cups of juice total, and 1 lemon. Then, let me move this out of the way so you can see what happens next. I like to use my juicer. If you don't have a juicer, you can just use a reamer, a wooden reamer, metal reamer, or you could just use a regular old-fashioned squeezer. Everybody has those in their house. And you squeeze out all the juice, leaving the pulp behind and the pits. Now that we have this, we have enough juice now. I'm going to add it to the rest of my orange juice. Take this off. And just pour this right in here. So now I have my citrus. So once we have that, we have to make a sugar syrup. And we're going to do that right here. So you want to start with 2 cups of water. And you need 3/4 of a cup of sugar. You get that in. And you're going to make just a simple sugar syrup. You want that to get syrupy. So you stir this around until the sugar is completely dissolved, and you'll know that by looking in the bottom of the pan. It'll look clear instead of cloudy. And once all of the sugar is mixed in, you bring this to a boil, you watch it, and it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to get syrupy. When your mixture is somewhat syrupy, that's when you can take it off. And you know those rinds that I have here, we're going to infuse them with the syrup. So you pour the syrup right over all of those rinds. Pour it right over it. And now you allow this to cool. You want this to cool down before you add it to the juice, because then you're going to freeze this. So I would say, you know, do this about an hour ahead of company, or about getting it ready for company. So you want to let this cool in this mixture for about 1 hour. Now that these rinds are cooled in the sugar syrup, we can strain this out. Put it in, just kind of push on it to extract any extra juice. Oranges and lemons, cheap, right? Remember, this is frugal, not cheap. So now we have the sugar syrup and we add the juice. You could do this with other fruit juices as well, but I think the orange is going to go very nice with this particular dinner. Stir that around so it's well mixed. Now this you need to freeze for about 4 hours until it's slushy. You just scrape it. Really give it a good scrape till it's in small, uniform, little crystallized pieces. You put this right back in the freezer, and you freeze this again for another 4 hours, and then you do the same thing that I just did, and then you can put it into some beautiful goblet. And that's going to be our dessert. Refreshing, delicious, and inexpensive. Really refreshing granita. Today, we made it with oranges